Well, it's official. Prince Charles and his consort Camilla are now King Charles and Queen Camilla. More to come. Hello and welcome to Route 28, making right turns on US 1 because nobody wants to be wrong. My name's L. David Pollock, and I'm coming to you from the free state of Florida where right turns on red is a rule. Before we get started, I'd like to reference back to the title of this video. An American bus driver in London is kind of a takeoff. I borrowed that from a movie. If you're not into horror movies, you definitely won't know what I'm talking about. If you are, and you've watched an older one called An American Werewolf in London, I don't know why. I'm watching the coronation, and that's the movie that came to my mind. It's the story is, kind of basic, just in case you ever go and check it out. However, it's notable for one major reason, and I think this thing was shot like back in the late 80s or early 90s. The transition. And all I'm going to tell you before you, if in case you do decide to check it out, bones and hair. This transition from human to werewolf set the standard for all movies to come after. So if you get a chance to watch this movie, watch that. The only connection that I can come up with, because to be honest with you, this coronation wasn't a horror. It was actually pretty, well, I did fall asleep a couple of times, to be honest with you. But I found it interesting. I don't think I'd want to watch one more than, once or twice in my lifetime, but it was interesting. I didn't think religion was that important, but I guess within the context of the ceremony, it is extremely important. And I actually found that kind of refreshing. So that was good. I don't know. The value of the monarchy, I think we're going to come back to that in a little bit, but if I were in England, if I were in London and I was invited to the coronation, I remember thinking to myself, I don't know, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes into it, somebody should just break out, just totally break out. But okay, never mind. I think that it's a good thing. I don't have a problem with it. I found it very interesting that there was a whole lot of references to not so much how well King Charles and Queen Camilla are going to handle themselves as royalty, as the king and queen, but what is the future of the monarchy with respect to King William and Queen Kate? Right now, Princess William and Princess Kate. There was a lot of speculation that pretty much everybody in England, everyone in Great Britain's waiting for that reign. So, Charles is an old guy. He's not gonna be king very long. If he gets a good 15, 20 years out of it, that'll be a good reign for him. The future of the British monarchy lies with the younger people in the royal family. I also found it interesting that Prince Harry was there. Now he was in the sidelines, and they pretty much kept him out of the out of the proceedings. But he was there. He was there alone, and probably a good thing. The monarchy is not a governing body, and it shouldn't be. Not in this day and age, anyway. So when Queen Elizabeth was in charge, she was apolitical. And I think that was the right move. Charles has shown himself to be, more on that woke side. And I mean, we'll see what happens. But I think he really needs to stay out of politics and stick with the celebratory aspects of monarchy. Many times during the course of this thing, I heard somebody quote Princess Anne, who is very popular, I guess, over there in Great Britain. She was asked, what's the value or what is the monarchy, and her response was continuity, stability, and stands for good. I think there was a missed opportunity, and here's where the missed opportunity occurred. They had a flyover, and first, before I think they call them the Red Arrows, flew over, did their flyover, and had the red, white, and blue streamers. The helicopters flew. Now, they were kind of scattered about, and their formation was not all that tight. And I guess there's some weather issues that might have had some influence with that. But I think for this particular instance, they could have organized that a little bit better, had a better formation. And when those helicopters flew over, they should have hovered in front of Buckingham Palace. And I guess this is because I'm an aviation buff and I know the value of having helicopters. They could have hovered in front of Buckingham Palace and slightly dipped and came back up and continued on. That would have been spectacular. But no, they just flew over. And they weren't even in great formation. They were kind of scattered. The planes were able to stick in formation, so I would assume the helicopters could have had a formation, just maybe a little more spread out for safety purposes. Still, I think they missed an opportunity. They should have done the dip. Anyway, that's my take. Other than that, it was kind of a long ceremony. I think I may have mentioned it already, but I fell asleep twice, which that's not too bad. I guess let me just close by saying I'm glad we have the monarchy. I'm just glad it's over there in Great Britain. Until next time, have a great day.